Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Drunk Uncles. I'm here out on tour, so I got to make these fucking ads and the read-throughs at the beginning in beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hey, but listen, right now, that's not what this is about. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Give you a little synopsis of what's for. We got a big episode today. We got none other than Mr. fucking Timmy No Brakes himself. What a treat. We haven't got him playing. He's getting super busy, blowing up on Kill Tony. We talk comedy. We talk the transition from just regular Tim to Timmy No Brakes. We talk behind the scenes at Kill Tony. If you're a Kill Tony fan, this would be an episode for you. The ins and outs of the comedy game. How Tim came up doing the improv. How he leashed on that character. It's a great all-around episode. He's a good buddy of mine. We had a fucking blast doing it. And also, what I like to do here, we got to get the ad reads out of the way. So please don't skip over this. Listen and click the goddamn product links in the description so they keep paying me and I can keep making these goddamn things happen. So it's our flagship sponsor. They've been with us since the beginning. I love them. I use them daily. It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew, it enhances everything about you, okay? And procedurally, your pecker. Just don't be in a moment where you can't be in the moment. You see what I'm saying? And Blue Chew gives you that availability. You take one, you get a little razzle dazzle. You hit her with the old razzle dazzle. And right now, if you go to bluechew.com, okay, and you sign up there and you fill out the old form that they make you sign, and you use promo code UNCLE, they will give you a month subscription for free for Blue Chew. And once you get a hold of these things, you're never going to be without. It's like leaving home without your proper packaging, okay? You don't leave the house without a pistol. You shouldn't leave the home without a pecker. So, Blue Chew, bluechew.com, use promo code UNCLE, and you're going to get you a free month of subscription. And second of all, we got our, we've been with these guys a couple times. We work with them. They're great. Look, I came from the oil field. Workwear was a big thing. Safety, comfortability, it all comes hand in hand. And Brunt Bootwear, okay? They're it. They've blended the perfect balance between safety and comfort, sleek design. You can go with the Marin. You can go with the O-Man. Different colors. They're waterproof, steel toe. The oil-based won't eat. That's the worst thing in the oil field is that goddamn oil-based mutt eat right through your goddamn Marriotts. So go to bruntbootworkwear.com. If you use promo code Lazer, you'll get 10% off your purchase. And look, man, they make work boots for the working man, because that's who they are and that's who they care about. Their founder was big. He's like, dude, there's got to be better boots in this system than goddamn the shit we're wearing. Okay, we need comfortability, but we need to be safe at the same damn time. So that's Brunt Boot. Okay, go to bruntboot.com, bruntbootworkwear.com. You can find it in the description down here. Find you a nice boot. Get you a nice, good fucking pair of cods, a good set of fucking tone stones to walk around on, and use promo code Lazer, and you'll get 10% off your purchase. Let's get to the episode, boys. We're back at the Drunk Uncles. Here we go. Without further ado, Mandy's own introduction, the loudest man in the room, the coldest place on earth is hell, but if you wear a leather jacket, you'll bundle up. Timothy Taylor Thomas, give it up, everybody, for Timmy fucking No Brakes. How the hell are you?
What's up? I'm good. I'm being on your podcast. I'm so glad to be here. Yeah. So many cameras. You said you were going to bring an OnlyFans go.
Yeah, did you want that? I didn't know. I just feel like it would have gotten in the way of...
No, I wanted that. I wanted to meet an OnlyFans go. That's why I did this podcast, because you said I would get an OnlyFans go.
Shit.
Do you see the way I'm saying go right now?
Yeah, go. You have a lisp.
I don't know if I've ever said... Is your pec moving right now? Did you just lick at me?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know. I got really stoned on that weed. That's my bad, dude. Sorry about that, dude. I'm very professional, dude. I run a tight ship here.
No, I like the setup. This is cool.
It's cool, right?
You got
cool.
People can't see it, but there's tits there.
Well, dude, I had those up on the
wall. Wait. Is this what I think it is?
What?
Is this a Chris painting?
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
No, he just painted it. It was like the second time I was ever on the show.
He just gave it to you?
Yeah, he just gave it to me. He's a homie. Yeah, Chris is dope, dude.
Well, dope to you.
Yeah. He painted you one?
No, he paid me twice and sold both of them.
Is
that crazy?
How much did you sell your paintings for?
Well, okay, now I'm Tim. So he sold, he did two, he just did another one. The guy DM'd me that bought it, was like, I bought it for $1,000.
God
Isn't that crazy? Just a painting of me? Doesn't it feel like a little rapey?
That's excessive.
Yeah, it does feel excessive.
People are buying my wiener pics on OnlyFans for a lot. So.
Tell me about your OnlyFans.
What do you want to know, dude?
Okay, so are you fucking on there?
So, yeah, one of them I was, but like the main one that I did that made me the most money was blowjob trivia.
Okay, what is that?
So, like, it was my homies CJ and Sonya, him and his wife, they're like into, you know, the adult film industry or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was in Vegas and they had one of their like closer friends that they do content with. And so basically I was like, I don't just want to put my wiener on the internet, but let's make it funny, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I came up with this idea. I was like, all right, they'll give us, you know, BJ, but we have to answer American history trivia questions while we're getting our wiener sucked.
Did you bust and stuff?
Well, yeah, it took me about 14 minutes. It becomes a race against time because every time we get it wrong, they stop. And with all the production and the lights, you just go soft again.
Oh,
so it's like,
shit.
It's like you're competing against your best pal and who can come first. And honestly, it's the perfect balance between, hey, I can watch that with all the homies and laugh because it is fucking funny. And you can also jerk off to it, too. It's kind of hot. So, yeah, whatever you're into. $1,000 a painting, shit, my lord.
I don't think I could jerk off to somebody just getting their dick sucked. I don't think I could do that.
Shit,
I don't think I've ever
I
tried.
can jerk off to a toe. So, I mean,
Are you horned up a lot?
All the time. It's weird.
Yeah? How old are you?
I'll be 35 in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 36. 36.
36? Mm-hmm. So what happened, dude? I mean,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get your...
Now you're selling all your goddamn paintings. I mean, you're out here making it happen, huh?
Man.
What's it like? Because we talk.
We talk. We should preface this by saying, like, I picked your brain. I told you how I was feeling.
Yeah.
So you know some of the background. We can, like, rehash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I got on. So I was signing up every week. I signed up for 30 weeks straight. Brought my leather jacket every week.
No shit.
And then the 1 week I forgot it in my car was the week I got pulled. So I got on as myself.
How did that go?
You know, it like people didn't get. Like I did this this bit where I like read a fake ad and it did fine. I got a big joke book.
Okay, that's not
so it was fine. But you know, for me, I was like, what's the point of like getting on as myself? I'm like a pretty, you know, like my jokes are weird. But
how long have you been doing comedy?
So stand up, I've only been doing for like 2.5 years.
Okay, so you were a big improv guy.
I was an improv guy.
Okay,
also I've done more comedy doing stand up in 2.5 years than doing improv in 10 years.
Were you in like a troupe, I guess? Is that what they call that?
No, yeah. No, you nailed it, dude. You would be good at improv.
Oh, no, I would fucking crush improv. I was great at it. I grew up watching Whose Line Is It Anyways.
Like, oh, you were?
I never even dreamed about doing stand-up or being stand-up at all. That concept to me was like, oh, that's fucking...
I kind of want to hear your story, too. Let's just ping pong.
All right, ping pong.
Okay.
I started dating this fucking witch, okay?
Okay.
And we...
and you were already like... What's interesting about you is you were like somewhat famous before you got on.
I think when I got on the show, I had like 250,000 TikTok followers.
Uh-huh.
I think only had like 60 or 70,000 on Instagram at that time.
Holy shit. Now you're like almost 500,000, right?
Yeah, it's like 400.
Wow.
On all the platforms, it's over like 1.5.
God, you're crushing, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, does that translate to ticket sales? I mean,
well, how's it going?
I mean, some cities are really great, you know, and then other cities are. It helps when I have a weekend, right? Because then I get into town and I'm there that first Thursday and I go out to the bar usually, and then people know I'm in. Because like you'd be very surprised how many times I do a fucking show, and then people come up to me or message me a day later like, "Oh shit, I had no idea you were in town." I'm like, how the fuck are they not seeing that I'm in town? Like my fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Perfect example. In like West Des Moines, Iowa, or wherever the fuck that's at. I did like 95, 100 people on like a Wednesday or a Thursday.
That's great.
It's great. I'm not mad at that. But then there was like a little country bar like right across the street from the club. And so I probably went out with there's probably 40 people from the show that came back and we all had beers and played pool. Like I like to go out with fans and do shit.
Yeah.
And when I walk in, I'm with about 40 people. There's probably 200 people at the bar already.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you I took over 150 pictures. And people are like, dude, we had no idea you were in town. I'm like, the comedy club is right across the fucking street.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating. But
well, you post your social, right?
Yeah, everywhere. And run ads and do the whole 9 yards. It's fucking stupid, I know.
That is weird. Wait, so
weird.
you did LOL in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
How many...
I think every night I averaged It was probably in between 75 and 130. Like it was the range of shows.
I think that's where Hans, because I just featured for Hans up there. I think it was like around there.
Same thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was like,
it's a big club, dude.
it is a big club, but I like that club a lot. That club's fucking. I like the setup and shit like that, and they don't put it too dark so you can see people. But
Have you done Comedy Works?
in Denver, no, I did the Improv. How was it? So they called you up because Casey had to scheduling.
So great. Like, you're the only person that I know, besides, I guess, Cam, but who, like, just started headlining before they were ready to headline, you know?
Yeah.
Like, before they had the time for it. So, yeah, on Tuesday, so we have the same reps, so I got hit up, and they're like, Casey had to drop out. They are down for you to, like, take over his dates. And I was like, oh, fuck. I had done 30 minutes, like, 2 times.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to fucking.
Oh shit.
And they're like, you should just do it, because like I was gonna rip the Band-Aid off in Des Moines. I'm doing Philly, opening for Tony in Philly on Thursday, then opening for him again in Baltimore on Friday. Then I'm flying to Des Moines, doing 2 shows at like a fucking coffee shop. And I was like, cool. I'll just off the grid, try and run 45 minutes, see how it goes, and then Sioux Falls right after that, doing 2 shows at a fucking jazz club. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm kind of like, I'm just going to say yes. I think I told you that. I'm just saying yes to everything.
Get the reps.
And, but, so Comedy Works is considered like top 5 comedy clubs in the country. It's on like every list with like the Comedy Store. And
no shit.
Yeah, 100%. And so the reason for that is the room is amazing. It's just like designed
for comedy
perfectly. And then the audience there, like the fucking people there just laugh so hard.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was freaking out. I've been freaking out. You know, I'm just like, I don't know. But I did it. And then what they did was they refunded all the people that bought Casey Rocket tickets already. They refunded them. And then they said, you could come for free to see Timmy No Brakes. And then not all the show. I think none of the shows were sold out, but a decent amount of people like bought tickets
for each show
to see me as well. And so, you know, like you would have sold out all the shows too, just based on how you sell. And so Thursday, I think it was like, honestly, like 180. I think it fits 280. And then Friday, I don't know if they both sold out on Friday, but it was like packed. And then Saturday, they both sold out. So it was like 280 people. And it was so funny because we're just in the green room, and like, you know, like my best friend is a great comic, but he's only been doing it for 4 years. The most he's done, he has 20 minutes of material, but he's only done 10. He's only done stand up at like showcase shows in Austin. And so he had to do 20 for the first time. So he's fucking shaking, you know, and then I'm fucking shaking. And then our opener has been doing stand up for 23 years. And it's like a headliner. And so Thursday, the guy had been doing it for 23 years. Friday, it was this guy Brent Gill, who's an Austin comic.
Yeah, I love Brent.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's so good.
And then Mike Eaton was there. He did a guest spot. Love that guy. But it was funny because like I was like, how long have you been doing it? Mike's been doing it for 7 years. Brent's been doing it for 18. And so the order was our opener had been doing it for 18 years. Then Mike was doing a guest spot. I've been doing it for 7. Then the feature, have been doing it for 4. Then me, I've been doing it like 2.5 years. I'm like, and like, I think people like, it's easy, and maybe people do feel this way still, and I get that. But like, I think if somebody talks to me, I'm like pretty, you know, I'm pretty open and honest about like, I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I'm pretty humble about it. You
could probably play into it like on stage too. Do you use that kind of at all?
No, because I'm fucking, I can't do it as Timmy No Brakes.
So do you stay the whole time character? Or
no, so it's
back up to Tim.
Yeah, so it's like now it's kind of like almost 20 minutes of Timmy No Brakes, and then go into this impression of a generic white guy, which is me, and they add this new character that's like this Mexican guy, and I do essentially like a 7-minute act out. I just think it's a really interesting idea to like have these layers, like an Inception type thing.
Kind of way of stand up.
I just want to do like something different, dude. I mean, your style is unique, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I have my voice.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would like. The other night, I thought of something, and I was like writing with a guy, and I was like, animosity is the best lubrication. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fighting with somebody and then fucking them afterwards is animosity is the best lubrication. And he's like, yeah, dude, but no one else could say that. Like the way that I say animosity, like I just kind of know.
Yeah,
it's how I would say it in real life talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're
So,
like you are that person.
I'm that. Yeah, I walk around. I wear sleeveless shirts everywhere to church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
you're like more like you can be chiller and you're a nice guy. I think people, if they just see your stand up, they might be like, oh, maybe this guy's a douche. I was just I was talking about this with either Hans or Cole, I forget, but we were just like, you're a nice guy, but like you would think you're a douche.
Yeah, because it's kind of like I look at it as like marketing, right? If I can get you to look, I can get you to listen. Whether I piss you off or you like me, you're still watching me. You know
I think that's good. I think that's a good point.
I just try to just get better at stand up. Then people are like, oh shit, so there's more than meets the eye,
right?
You know, but how long? I mean, can you tell in your stand up when you pivot from out of Timmy No Brakes into your other character acts? Do you feel like there's a lull? Do you feel like you're still working? Do you feel like you still got them? Like, talk to me through, because do you end on fucking surely you end on Timmy
they bring it all
right?
They bring it all back.
Full circle.
Yeah.
So can you tell the highs and lows in your sets through it?
Yeah, I think because I've worked out the Timmy stuff, I think, the most, so that's probably part of it. But yeah, I think it starts at like, I was talking to Mike and he's like, yeah, you're like 8'10", 8'10", 10, 8, 7, whatever. Then you go into generic white guy and it's like 6, 7, whatever. Then you go into this Mexican guy and it's like 4, just in terms of like laughs and, how hard you're killing or whatever. So I think it dips. But it's also, it's also how long I've been working out each one. And then it's also like an energy thing. Like, this is me. And then, but if I was Timmy No Brakes, I'd be like, fucking take your dick out.
Take your goddamn dick out.
Take your cock out. Let me see your cock, or take your tits out. Or like, when as Timmy No Brakes, when I say, shut the fuck up, people are like, yeah, dude, fuck
it's
yeah.
It's wild, dude.
It's so funny.
So wild.
I'm like, this is kind of, it feels hack. It feels like to be like, you're gay. And yeah, it works so well. People, like, girls want me to call them a bitch.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Are you getting all kind of puss? Tell me the puss is running rampant. I know the DMs
I think I could.
Nasty, huh?
I think I could be getting more like. Yeah, I mean, like it's some solid DMs. You probably have more. Ari Matty, I'm sure, has more.
Yeah, he's probably swimming in.
Oh my god, it's probably crazy. It's not bad. It's probably not as crazy as you think. And then you're also getting DMs from people that like live in other cities too. So you're just like, what,
Well, yeah, you can put them on the roster. Hey, look, dude, it's cheaper when you go out on the road, staying in a woman's house instead of a fucking hotel.
That's a good point.
I mean, dude, do you
have hoes in different area codes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Called a boatload, I think. But dude, I was doing this thing where like I would stay with a woman and I'd show them my token of appreciation, my gratitude for letting them let me stay all weekend. That I would tell them every time I get off the plane, I go to a fucking truck stop and I get a buck knife, like a regular. I like to have a knife on me, you know what I'm saying? And I will stay with a woman, and I'm like, look, as a token of my appreciation, gratitude to you for letting me stay.
Here's a knife?
Here's a knife my grandpa gave me. It's been in my family. I've done giveaway like 74 knives. Running out of money. So
yeah. Are they expensive?
they're like $12.
Jesus Christ. So you're like, this is a family heirloom?
It's been passed down for generations.
Here's a leather jacket, and it's just a fucking leather jacket. That's funny.
And then I saw, and this was on social media, so I don't know if this is true, but you let people put on the jacket for $100?
No, I didn't charge that guy $100.
Okay, that was hilarious.
I would never do that.
But I mean, people would pay it, dude.
I know. I couldn't do that.
Bought a pair of my old
you told me about that.
Boots for $500.
That's fucking crazy,
That's
dude.
Nuts.
That's fucking crazy.
Pictures for $1,000?
You know what you could do? You could sell, if you fill out a big joke book, I bet you could sell that for like a couple $100.
I was talking to Boneseye last night about getting shit.
I want to get like another. Yeah, I think he's making me a leather jacket, dude.
What?
You get just talk to him. He'll make you something.
We were talking last night at Kill Tony, and he's like, "Yeah, man, if you want me to make some, but we can like put on the website and this and that." And I was like, "All right, cool."
He would make you something super fucking cool.
That'd be dope. I just want to get like a cast of my wiener and like sell those.
A dick one, yeah.
Like the what is that? The Molda-Willy or whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, wait. So how much money do you make on that one OnlyFans thing?
I mean, if I'm posting and like it's just anything, it's like social media. Like if you fucking engage, I mean, I have like 9,000 followers on there. So, but it's free. But if you want to see shit, you pay for shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
wait. So, how much money have you made on OnlyFans
in total? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had it for like 3 years. So, My best month was like 60K, but that was like that's when I posted the BJ trivia though. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking crazy,
yeah, stupid, dude. But then I'm like,
to be a guy making that is like you should feel very good about yourself.
But the thing about it is though, it's like because then you like think about. I started thinking about like, well, shit, I can't get a show on Hulu or Disney because they won't allow you to have OF, right? So.
Could you delete it and then?
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, you having a Disney show would be so funny.
Oh no,
like a Disney
like Clues or something.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It would be great. Yeah, you should maybe just make your own. I think that would be so fucking funny.
But dude, like, I started thinking, I'm like, man, is this gonna hurt me career wise? And then I like talked to Tony and them, and they're like, you know, if it was anybody else, maybe, but it's kind of on brand for you.
Yeah,
and
I think
that's the way
so.
I looked at it. I was like, and it's not like because I get shit like, hey, you send me a jerk off video, and I'm like, no. I'm not doing. That's fucking weird. I'm not doing that.
Like a guy?
Yeah, like a guy will do that.
How much would they pay you?
I mean, one dude offered me like $500, and I was like, no, because like if I was in a green room with like a bunch of comics at like an established comedy club, and I'm like on a showcase show or something, and someone was like, yo, dude, the guy on stage, look, he's got an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Sending guys dick pics and stuff. I would think that guy's a weirdo. But if that guy was on there throwing pole at some fine ass women, I'd be like, good for him.
Yeah.
You know, so I look at it like. I mean, look at Kim Kardashian. She fucking, what is she known for? Ray J's sex video? And now she owns a fucking $1 billion empire? Like, yeah, dude, whatever. I'm showing a little teeth.
But you fucked a girl on only, like, it's kind of not just getting your dick sucked. You, like, had sex with somebody and it was put on OnlyFans? Yeah. Damn, dude.
Yeah,
that's pretty badass, actually. And your face was in there?
Yeah, in the mirror. Yeah. Hey, dude, we're just out
here. How long was it?
It was like a 15-minute video.
Damn. Have your friends seen it?
Oh, yeah. I send it to everybody. Sometimes when we're at the house at a party, I'll just put it up on the TV instead of the ball game, like in between.
Dude, you are... I envy your confidence,
Come
man.
on,
That's great.
What
That's
do you
great.
mean?
I mean, maybe I need
Yeah. With all the shit?
Yeah, can you tell?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm pretty
You're
stressed.
just kind of flying by the seat of your pants.
Yeah, I mean, like I think you know, I'm not handling it that well, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Like I'm fucking like I'm just scared. I just feel like very overwhelmed and like stressed and like it's just, you know, I don't think I was like mentally prepared for it. I talked to Casey. I think like Casey can kind of relate to it a little bit. But yeah, it's just like, you know, but like I just like he asked me to go on the show and I said no because I like part of it is like I want to be more prepared. I want to like
because once you get and I kind of did it the backwards, right? So I was getting on and had terrible minutes, and as I've gotten on, I've gotten better. But I also got to sit in the bullpen for months and write jokes and like because like if you get that initial burst and then if your shit don't start, that's a testament to William. William writes a new minute every time he goes up. It's topical. It's like William's a genius. Like to be able to do it like that, because like you see, like when Cam first came on, huge explosion. But over time, you start running out of material, and people don't realize like a week's time. If you got to do it every Monday to write something, then go to perform it to find the funny. It's stressful.
Dude.
And if you go up there and have a bad one, and Tony don't kind of feed into you look like a dick online. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that bucket many a times.
But also, like you, like in the beginning, like the bar you set for yourself was, you know, not as high because you just didn't have experience. And then
but
now
don't forget that though. People don't forget that. Once they see that first impression of you, they always think you're that comic. It's hard to grow in another lane once they've already made an assumption about
I think
you.
people are starting to like come around more.
Which is,
but you'll always have
be known like because I still look on the internet and I look back at it, I'm like, God damn, how do people even like me? This shit is cringy.
Yeah,
but I was just new. But now I got like a little redemption arc. But something like this with you, it's like
I set the bar so fucking high.
It's like, what do you do? Because it's working so well. But do you want to be pigeonholed or because like look, Adam Ray's character is fucking Dr. Phil. But I know he's probably getting tired of it because now he's doing other characters. But it's like if you've already found the fucking honeypot. What else you know what I'm saying? So that's where I think what is your plan there, Bubs?
Bub, let me tell you, Bub.
Tell me in Timmy No Brakes voice, dude. Tell me.
All right, let me tell you my plan.
Tell me your fucking plan.
I mean, my plan is I'm here to fuck. You know, I'm here to just keep fucking and keep, you know, I'm just going to ride this train. I'm not doing other gay fucking characters. But if I'm being honest, like I'm kind of creatively unsatisfied doing the same thing. Really? I get bored. Yeah, I get bored of stuff really easily. So I kind of want to go. I want to do Timmy, but I also want to do this other Mexican guy.
What's the Mexican guy's name? Have you named him yet?
Yeah, Rosa Parks. It's because his parents wanted. Yeah, no, his parents wanted to give him like a name that would help him fit in America, and so they looked up names, and they're like Rosa Parks, a national figure. Okay, we'll name our kid Rosa Parks, and that's why.
Incredible stuff.
You know why Hans is named Hans because his parents wanted him to fit in America, and then they were misguided in giving him just the most German.
Yeah, what is that? What?
It's so funny.
I didn't even think about that. It is a German. Hans.
Yeah, it's super German. It's not American at all.
Wow.
So that was what gave me the idea. I was like, oh, it would be so funny if a Mexican guy was named Rosa Parks.
Have you thought about, since you're strong in the impressions and improv department, have you thought?
Tell me.
Maybe you just do everybody that's in the Kill Tony universe. Maybe you do a Hans, maybe you do a Cam, maybe you do a me. Like,
dude, doing Cam would be awesome. I'm not that good at impressions yet.
So it's just you just storyboard something in your mind and then you run with it like that. Is that your writing style for this kind of?
Yeah, I guess I come up with an idea and then I just like put a funny accent on it and then
you write jokes particularly for that.
I'm not even doing jokes,
No
dude.
shit.
You know, like I'm like they're like ideas. I guess I did come up with some jokes. So like this, hey, maybe you can help me workshop this.
All right.
Okay, because I don't think it's there yet. It's the biggest dip, and I'm like, one of the things I'm really nervous about is because I want to like establish myself as not just being Timmy No Brakes. I'm gonna go back on as a different character, and it's gonna be virtually impossible to have people like it as much as this one. You know,
because nerve-wracking.
Oh, dude, see, this is what I'm talking about.
That's
freaking out. Anyways, so. Okay, this guy is, he talks like, hello, my name is Rosa Parks. My parents want me to have an American name so I can fit in. So they named me after Rosa Parks, the #1 American man, inventor of the bus. And then...
That's hilarious.
And then I talk about how my wife is a whore. So I bartended for the cartel. They cut off my penis. My wife started cheating on me because... I didn't have a penis, and then so I do jokes, but it's all about my wife. So I'm like, knock knock.
Oh yeah, who's there? Yeah.
Mejor.
A mejor.
Mejor.
Mejor. Yeah.
And then you say.
Mejor who? Yeah, sorry, I haven't done a knock knock joke.
Oh, you gotta do knock knock jokes, dude. Yeah, I feel like knock knock jokes in your act will just be amazing. Right. As a storytelling comic, just being like, yeah, knock knock, and then you tell like a story for like 5 minutes and then tell them to repeat it. That's a funny idea.
Yeah.
Hey, repeat everything I just said, and it's like a minute of stuff. Okay, knock knock. Wait, let me.
Who's there?
Knock knock. Mejor.
Mejor who?
Mejor wife. She cheated on me. I hate her.
Yeah.
Or like a priest, a rabbi, and a minister walk into a bar, and they fuck my wife. She whore. So it's just like dumb street jokes, but it all ends with my wife.
Up way more than Timmy No Brakes.
Come on, man. But that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna go on as like a guy named Rosa Parks, and like people are gonna be like, yeah, this fucking sucks, dude.
Oh man, that is fucking stressful.
Yeah. Do you think there's something there?
No, the accent's great. But I think if I'm just being totally honest with you,
that's what I'm here for.
The abrasive, brash. Because I saw you when you first did it at Vulcan. I was there because you did the first show when they had the 2 episodes at Vulcan. I was at the first show. I performed on the second show that night. But I was there at the first one, and I remember you walking up, and I remember essentially when you walked up, you know, you get like 15 minutes into the goddamn, or 15 seconds into the bit, and I'm just like, this guy's completely ripped off Dice Clay. But like, it stayed strong. You leaned into it the whole time in the minute, which was awesome. But then when you go in the back and forth, because Tony didn't know what to think.
Oh, he hated it.
He hated
it
at first, but the audience, by the end, you kind of got the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So he couldn't, and Tony I'll give him to his credit. He when he sees it, he knows how to run that show. He's like a good ringmaster. Like
100%. So
when you leaned into it and finally got the audience by the end, he kind of gave you a little room. And when you go, I'm a fucking guest here. Like, when you did that, I knew right then. I go, this is going to take over the internet, because you kind of checked back and forth the time. You're like, this fuck, I'm a fucking guest here. When you said that, I died laughing and go, he's a star. So like that brash intensity, not even for the accent. If you would have done that as Tim, that brash intensity, I think, is what people kind of sparkle with. You just put a really cool accent on it and Dice Clay thing. So when you're doing your Mexican accent right here, when you're doing Mejor or knock, I think it's just, it doesn't have the same power, right? Like,
I know.
Even if you are completely, we know, hey, you know what you're trying to, but it's got to be, I guess your character's got to be as good as that character. You see what I'm saying? Which is kind of hard. Yeah. It's kind of hard if you're just kind of knock and shit like that. So I don't know,
yeah. Well, the idea was to come on. I'm not that confident, but the idea was to come on and like this character. Because I'm just trying to fuck with the form, I guess. The problem is I can't do, like, the idea has been done to just shit on the show and, like, call it out and all that sort of stuff. I guess I could kind of still do that. But, like, the idea for this one was for the minute this guy would come on and just be confused because he thought he won a raffle. Because he put...
That's hilarious.
He put his name in a bucket. And so he's just, like, standing there like, hey, what do I win? And then... But then it's just, like, a minute... And like he's just confused, and so I mean it's ballsy because I'm not going to be saying anything, and it might be another situation where people are like, "What the fuck is going on?" It probably will be, and then I don't know how the interview is going to go, but I think if I could just get in the mindset of like, "Fuck it again," which is the mindset I had the first time I got on. I was just like, I have nothing to lose. Like I don't really care. Like I'm a guest here. I didn't plan on saying that.
No,
I was just
that's what was so...
I was just in the moment. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
like, why are you being...
That's the part that made it where it was like, okay.
I know. And like, yeah, me asking for a golden ticket. Like, I think the best parts were like the 2-month thing. Like, the best parts of it are the things were like genuinely unplanned and in the moment,
That's some of the best tags and best lines were created, dude, in that flow state. Yeah,
you're in the flow state. And it's hard when you're like in a mindset of fuck, I don't want to lose it, and you're like nervous about it and like whatever, to like continue to find a way to like put yourself in that flow state. I think I'm just like I'm probably the problem is I think I'm just a nervous person. And so, which is funny because like this character is like, I'm just gonna fuck. I don't give a shit, It's not the opposite of me, but it's definitely different than me for sure. But you're just like you're more like Timmy No Brakes than me. You're like just a
I walk around like that.
You're a larger than life, confident dude. So I think you thrive on the chaos of the show. Like I think you just have like a very positive outlook. I think it's the show is great for you, and I think you're thriving on it, and like it's awesome.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just like a trigger for feeling terrified.
Oh man.
I'm freaking like it's so funny to talk about it, and like
man, because
I'll just I'm good about being resilient and throwing myself in very uncomfortable situations, but man, do I feel uncomfortable. It's just a very high stakes thing. It's just like I'm putting myself in the most high stakes situations anybody can ever experience, dude. In a way, like to be this early in comedy and like doing MSG or opening a theater or like getting, thank you.
That's
like,
wild.
Right. That like, so the fact that like, I look at you and I'm like envious of the fact that you're able to like be, to like roll with the punches and just like
don't read the comments, man. It's hard not to.
Yeah, it's really hard not to. But even that, like I don't think that's what's fucking me up. I think it's just so anyways, I'm gonna and my mindset and my mental state is kinda it is what it is, and I just kinda have to keep doing it in spite of it, and hopefully it gets to a point where I'm I just build the resilience, it becomes more like I'm used to it,
And what's crazy though,
it's exposure therapy. You're putting yourself in like the most
vulnerable too.
You're putting yourself in the fucking most uncomfortable, and you sink or swim.
Well, the way you got, and I'm just trying to look at it from a longevity standpoint. In your shoes, is like, I mean, say you do knock down a couple more good characters or whatever. What does a special look like? Is it 20 minutes Tommy No Brakes? Is it 20 fucking minutes Rosa Parquet? Is like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
it would be
another level of thinking. Like, goddamn, like, am I just gonna have to wardrobe? Because I know there's that guy that he's a TikTok guy. He's a dude that goes, "Would you look at that? Would you just look at it?" Like Ed Bassmaster, I think is his name. He does like different characters online, and I've seen his comedy show live, and it's 25 minutes each character, and in between his wardrobe changes, he has his feature or whatever come out and do 10. So he's got these different characters. So, but I mean,
so you could do that.
It could. You could go that route.
I'm obsessed with this idea of like impressions within impressions within impressions. So it's like Timmy No Brakes is like the guy, but then he does an impression of essentially me, and then that's like, you know, another, and maybe this Rosa Parquet isn't the
spider webbing it. I see how you're doing it.
Yeah, I just love this Inception idea. But the other way to do it is to, you know, it would be interesting to be the opener, the feature, and the headliner.
Oh, dude, you're thinking on different levels now. That's
bro.
cool.
Like you said, I'm trying to play checkers here,
dude. Well, that would cut down on production costs and overhead for damn sure. Less body, but dude, that's.
But also, like, I want to be on the road with like my friends though, and you know,
that's the best part, dude.
Yeah, like you don't want to be just like roll like in the green room by yourself. Like
Doing
all the
your
time.
characters.
Yeah, go out, do it,
Waitress,
come
you're
off.
jerking off. She sees you, she tells the manager. I mean, what are we
She's like, wow, look at this guy coming in the green room by himself in character. Why is this guy in a leather jacket?
Broke eye contact.
Yeah.
Never broke eye contact.
He only came because I walked in and made eye contact with him.
Oh my god.
I know. But it's an interesting idea,
yeah,
you know.
The opener, the feature, and go. Dude, that's fucking, maybe that's I've never heard or seen that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but for now, the time
really
I have is the time.
If I had known you were this fucking stressed to the gills, I would have brought an OnlyFans chick. I mean, I'm very.
That probably would have just stressed me out more, to be honest.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, I mean, if I do Timmy, like, you know, I get into the character and, you know,
But are
feel
women
fine.
asking you to fuck them in Timmy No Brakes full on character?
Ooh, that's great. Great question.
That should be some of his stand up too. These bitches want me to, you know, like.
Yeah, but then. I mean, maybe.
Didn't your daddy teach you how to look a man in his eyes when you suck his dick?
Yeah, when a bitch is sucking my dick and she's like, take off your leather jacket. I'm like, why don't you shut the fuck up? Like, why don't you shut your fucking mouth? Why are you? Yeah. The idea of like fucking a leather jacket is very funny. Yeah, the first hot girl to slide in, because you get a lot of, you know, there's
upside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cattle in the herd.
Oh, there's a lot of slop donkeys.
Slop
Slop
donkeys?
donkeys, yeah. Slop hogs.
Slop donkeys is
Slop
great.
donkeys, yeah.
I love that. Yeah, some slop
but-
donkeys
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, the first hot girl to slide in didn't know it was a character. So she was like disappointed when she found out it was a character, which I thought was very funny.
Really?
Yeah. She was like,
So
wait, I have to ask, is it a character? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, that's super disappointing.
Oh no!
I was like, what do you want? You want me to fuck you with a leather jacket? I think the line for me is, I don't think I'm gonna fuck somebody in character. I don't think I'm gonna stay in character, because it's like I also get off on like somebody being like, oh, you like me? Okay, that's great.
Well,
Versus
we're
like
some heartstrings here.
Yeah, I know. It is so funny though, the idea of just being in character and fucking somebody. Like fucking somebody in character is so funny.
She asked me, "Are you gonna fuck me with a leather jacket?" I said, "Bitch, I never take it off." You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about, bitch? Yeah. Just like having a heat stroke because I'm wearing this leather jacket.
Hurts, dude.
Yeah, so that was funny. And then yeah, I mean, I don't know. How much do you get? Like, would you say a week, how many new hot girls do you get sliding into your DMs?
I mean, I don't know the exact answer on that, but I do know it's gotten to the point where, and this is more so me just because I'm so fucking busy and I don't like pay attention to shit like I should just because my mind's everywhere, but I had sexual intercourse with a girl. This is probably about a year ago. I saw her like 3 months ago, and she goes, "Hey, how you been?" And I go, "Hey, nice to meet you." Totally forgot.
That's
And
cra's. That's how much you're getting laid. Is like you just can't.
It's just like I'm like,
How many times do you have sex with a new person?
oh man, I don't even fucking. I just got tested the other. I got to get tested I get tested every month just for my own self being. But dude, honestly, it's getting to the point. I'm gonna be 100%, and maybe I hope it's like a maturity thing that I'm reaching. But like I'm getting to the point, man, where like I can't. I wanted to like start editing my own shit, learning my own shit, so that I wouldn't go out to the bars. or stay out at the clubs, drinking, staying up all night, and fucking, like, I wanted to fucking, like, hone in and, like, a lot of that staying away from women and just, like, but it's hard. You say it. It's easy to say out loud, but the fucking flesh is weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take an Adderall, get all my shit done, and be rock hard, and I'm like, I got to go find a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit wrong with me. I've never been addicted to anything, but I do like sex. I think more than I should.
Well, I don't know.
No, not. I'm talking like, yo, I crave chasing after something.
Like
physically, you know what I'm saying? But I like the interaction of like slaying the dragon, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that's weird, but
just you're a pussy slayer, dude.
Single mother slayer, dude.
Oh, you do like the single mothers, right? Or is that like that's like more of like a bit?
I mean, I like all women.
Yeah.
I do. But single mothers usually. And there's a particular type because it's and as my comedy has like progressed, I've started to see the shift because now it was just swamp troll single mothers at my shows and like guys, the only hot chicks are there were the guys whose girlfriends they brought them. But now I'm starting to see, and this is like just another testament of like, hey, I'm trying to put in work. I this shit matters to me. Is like when I get off stage, I'll go and take pictures of the fans. Pretty women who I can tell are not my demographic, like with my comedy, I ask them, hey, honestly, what did you think? Because you're not my demographic. And it's starting to shift. Or like, yo, we had a lot of fun. We thought you were going to be a complete douchebag. But we had a lot of fun. So I'm like, cool. But like, my ideology on single mothers is they're single mothers, okay? They're not first-round draft picks anymore, okay? So you gotta realize, like, you know, they got if they're gonna make the practice squad, they got to put out 110% every snap. Okay, and so if you find the ones who back in the day before the kids, they were first round draft picks. They were fucking bad bitches, right? But now they had a kid, shit like that. But they still keep up with it because they still got that fire deep down. Walking around money is what I like to call it. And you get one of those, and they know. Like, to make the roster, you know, they
have to work harder.
Not as good as it once was, but, like, they still got it. You know, like, dude, like I said, I'm addicted to sex. So, you know, whatever, dude. We'll figure it out.
No, that's great. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, single mothers, and I don't want to teach, most of the time they know how to make love. I don't want to teach some fucking 21-year-old type body, you know, how to fuck and then watch True Blood the rest of the evening. I don't want to do that. That's going to ruin everybody's time. You know what I'm saying?
They're just like, I want to watch True Blood. Oh, no, you want to watch True Blood.
Like, after they're like, oh, you want to watch some TV? And I want to watch a war documentary or something cool, you know? And
yeah, you're an adult. You're an adult.
Watch fucking True Blood or some fucking glittery vampire shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And I know that.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah.
Usually those single mothers, they fucking, they've been around. And like, but I will say this, with everything, with the women and shit, I've also gotten to a point where, like, my brother calls it sexual with intellectuals. I don't like fucking someone dead ass, honestly, unless, like, I can vibe with them mentally. Like, if I can connect with them, like, you know, you could be, like, there's been some porn stars that fucking, you know, some of the shows around here.
So do you fuck porn stars a lot?
I have before.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's whatever, but, like, that, you know, but like, you know, or there's just a hot chick in general or whatever. It's like, but she's dumb as a box of rocks. Like, I don't have the wherewithal to go through, because I like to, like, when I could make a little bit of love, you know what I'm saying? I like to throw that dick, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep them coming back and then disappoint them from there on out. But you stick with that one good one, it's like Velcro. So, yeah, so I've kind of shifted away to, like, you know, but I know all of it's predicated.
Do you want to settle down a little bit?
I mean, I just got out of a relationship with a chick.
I actually met her.
Yeah, so, yeah, she's cool as fuck. I love her.
Yeah, she was great.
We just, we moved a little too fast. We moved in after, like, 3 months of knowing each other, and that's not the correct way to do that, because you don't really know somebody that, you know, in 3 months. And so that, with added stress, her finding a job and friends, it just put us in a bad spot, and I'm just kind of like, look, I need time to focus on myself. You need somebody that 9 to 5 that can be there. So I'm not living that. We're living two totally different lifestyles, and I just don't have time for myself, let alone another human being.
You know.
So, like, yes, eventually I would like to settle down, but I'm good at being a degenerate fuck. I'm really good at it.
Yeah,
Timmy. Really.
Yeah,
better than most.
Yeah,
and it's gonna probably put me in an early grave, but it's what I signed up for.
You know, you're doing a good job, man. You're living your life, and.
But I was making $500,000 when I quit my job to do this. And
you were making $500,000 in the oil fields? What?
Yeah.
What were you doing out there?
I was a directional driller for ConocoPhillips.
I
was making like $1,600 a day.
Holy shit!
So like when I quit, you know, which, man, and I look back at it, I'm like, I mean, it's your dream, right? You want to, it's whatever it is you want to do in life, you want to do, you know, I've always knew I was like good at people and shit like that. I just didn't know to what realm, you know, I could take that in. So, but I was making good money, I had a house, damn near married, you know, but I knew there was this itch inside of me. And then when that shit popped off on TikTok and I kind of started coming around the Kill Tony shit, I was like,
So how'd the Kill, tell me, can you give me your story of like what happened?
so I was dating this witch. Like, I wasn't joking about that. So
Okay.
Real talk. Okay.
Okay,
And-
can you break that down
okay,
also?
So I was with a girl for like 4 years.
Okay.
I knew I didn't want to marry her. There was just something about it. We had a house and shit in San Marcos. And I'm driving home one night and basically like my sister, like my best friend growing up, like she's cool. So her and her sister were getting ready to move to Wyoming. They were going to go work on a ranch. They're horse chicks. And they were having a goodbye party, like a going away party. And I just got off of work. I had to drive 9 fucking hours. I was like, I'm going home. I'm not going to this party. And they called me and I'm like 2 hours out. And they're like, please come just for a little bit. And I go, fuck it, I'll go. Well, I went and I just hit it off with this chick. And I can't explain it. Never had that kind of connection with somebody. And she was I had met her once before in like passing with them, but like she was the only person I knew at this party. So we bullshitted, fell in love. Anyways, I left this chick of 4 years with this girl in like 2 weeks and just moved in with her. Done made terrible decisions. I've done stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I'm in love with this chick, but turns out she's psychotic, toxic as fuck. But I'm like, I stopped talking to my friends, my brother, my fan, like, dude, and I was obsessed with the way she smelled, everything, everything. And I tried everything to make this shit work, but she was like, we were really good together, but whenever we were out in public with people, I opened the door one time for some chicks at Olive Garden in front of us, and as I walked through the door, she punched me in the fucking chest, and she goes, who are they and which one have you fucked? She was nuts.
Yeah.
She was nuts, but I loved it.
Yeah.
You hear me? I loved it.
Yeah.
And we went out to...
Was this the witch?
This was the witch. This is the witch I talk about.
And what makes her a witch?
She's just into the horoscopes, and like she put like period blood in her plants and sing Evanescence to them to help them grow.
Dude, I cannot deal with somebody like that. But she was great. She was fun.
Yeah, she was the most beautiful woman I ever seen in my life. We fucked, dude. Like it was just magic. Like it was just. To this day, I've never made love to someone like that in the ways that it's hard. I like the way she fucking smelled, like her armpits. Like she'd get back from the gym and I would just bury my nose. Like, it was fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
But
how long were you guys?
I think off and on like 2 years.
Okay.
2 years.
Okay.
And so I essentially moved out of this house that I bought with this woman, and moved right in with this chick. Had to sell the house. Anyways, we're dating. Hey, I remember it's my buddy's birthday. It was in December. And we go out to Latchkey on Sunday. I don't know if you know.
I do
Nether
know.
Hour. You know Nether Hour?
I don't know.
Nether Hour used to play Sunday service. They do it now, but it's at Easton Ballroom. They're a band in Austin. I play harmonica with them and shit like that. And they used to play at Latchkey. We walked in. We're just bar hopping for my buddy's birthday, and I played music my whole life, so I know when a band is like tight, and I'm like, damn, okay, they're doing some really integral shit. And I walked in, and I remember listening to them a couple times. I'm like, damn, this band is really fucking good. Like, they ain't Weekend Warriors playing covers. They're playing their own shit. This band's badass. And she looks at me. She goes, yeah, I used to fuck the lead singer, and I used to date the guitar player. And I was like, well, I hope they get in a car accident after this, and I hope they crash. I hope they do. But I went and met them and bullshitted with them because they're badass. And we split like a week later of one of the several hundred times we did. And a buddy of mine, Ellis Bullard, was playing in New Braunfels, and I was like, fuck it, I got the night off. I went and saw him. Well, that band was opening up for him, and I hit it off the lead singer, Bobby Flacco. Now, back then, Kill Tony was at Vulcan, okay? And they had the band that they have now, and they do the show. But after the Vulcan shows, they would have an after party at Vulcan. Everyone would stay, all the guests, most of the fans, and Nether Hour would be the band that played the after party. And so me and Bobby, the lead singer.
Wait. So really quick. So Kill Tony, when they did it at Vulcan, they would have an after party all the time. And the fans could stay there.
Yeah, some of the fans and like
That's
the
cool.
guests and shit.
Yeah.
Around the show,
Right.
And Nether Hour would jam for 2 hours, just fucking cool shit. It was a great time. And me and Bobby just got close. We just started bullshitting back and forth, seeing each other memes on the internet. And he's like, man, and I didn't know anything about Kill Tony. I'd never heard about it, never seen it, didn't know nothing, didn't know anything about it. And he's like, man, yo, dude, you're funny, homie. He's like, you should come do this show that we do called Kill Tony. And I remember I watched it once, and then I just went there and put my name in the bucket and met Tony, Bobby, and then brought me back there. And I thought I watched it back because that first night, you know, he's like, "Can you do a minute?" Blah blah blah, and he didn't call my name. You know, I still signed up. But the second time I went, I thought he wrote my name down on the paper when we were in the green room, but he didn't because I watched it back and he actually did pull me out of the bucket. It was just kind of fate. You know, and then the first time I did Kill Tony was the first time I ever did stand up ever in my life. I'd never said a joke.
Did you have stuff prepared? So what'd you do?
I just talked about fucking single mothers, you know, like
Yeah.
getting jerked off by an old lady is like, I think getting jerked off by a handful of gravel.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you said, but I was just bow, bow, bow. And I was so.
I never saw your first,
Looking back at it now, like, it's cringy to me just because I do stand up now.
Right,
but
right.
Like, for the moment in time of what it was and knowing my ability and like not ever doing stand up,
Yeah.
I crushed in that sense because
Yeah.
like it was so different. You could tell that I had already had my voice, but I knew nothing of stand up. I knew nothing of stand up. And like the interview was great. And like the interview, that's just me and a homie at a party bullshitting with chicks. You know, that's what I attribute stand up to, is just trying to pick up a chick at a bar.
Right,
that's all it
right,
is.
right.
It's a flow state. So when the joke was, whatever. But the interview, Tony interviewed me for like 20 minutes, and we were just back and forth, and it was bow, bow. Because I've been doing that my whole life. That part was easy. So for a long time, my minutes weren't worth a fuck, but my interviews were killer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then finally it started catching up, so.
So you did it a bunch, and then it kind of fell off a little bit, and you stopped doing it as much?
Well, and also, because, you know, I could get to the interviews, and I remember what episode it was. I remember it was, I was flying back from Orlando. It was so I did a weekend run in Tampa. Cam opened up for me. This is before I told Cam, you need to move to Austin. You're fucking gonna be a star. And
Because he just,
dude, I had a predominantly redneck, white crowd in Florida, and Cam's car broke down. He was supposed to do a set at the Miami Improv, and he couldn't leave Tampa, and so he stayed. Or he couldn't do Miami, so he stayed in Tampa. And they said, "Hey, this kid's gonna open up for you," because I wasn't bringing. That was the first show I ever did that I got to take a plane to, out of state, right?
and this was like you were a brand new headliner.
Dude, I remember. I'm trying to do an hour. I had not even 5 minutes. I took a box fan out on stage and elbow dropped it and busted my elbow and bled the whole entire set.
Yeah, what did you do? Well,
Just looking for anything, bro. When I would try to write and have stories to tell, but it was all fat. You know, I was saying funny shit, but it wasn't set up, wasn't no structure, there was nothing. But I remember seeing this black kid with braids, baggy pants, sweats, and slides, and I go, oh shit, we'll see how this goes. You know, with my crowd. And he fucking murdered. 2 minutes into the first fucking night, he's murdering. I walked and I watched him for the rest of the time, and I said, man, I don't know what you're doing.
How much time did he do?
I think he did like 15.
Damn.
10 or 15. And he was killing him. And I just go, hey, man, I don't know if you're trying to take this serious or what you're doing, but you should come to Austin. I said, you could stay with me if you'd like. I mean, you need to be seen. I said, if you really want to take this seriously, that's the place to be.
Right,
he called his daddy, and he's like, yo, this crackheaded ass white boy wants me to come down. And
did he stay with you?
No, him and his dad came down. They got Airbnb, but I took him on to some shows, got him on some shows.
Right.
He made a little circuit, and then the Monday before he left, he got on Kill Tony. The rest is history.
He was pulled. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I think I know that, you know, it is random, but I think to some degree, you know, if you're a comic in the scene and you're like hitting spots, you know, they start hearing about you.
And he would start hitting mics, and people would be like,
Dude,
holy shit.
He got here off the boat. The motherfucker was doing, and I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, y'all got to see this kid. Y'all got to see this black kid from Orlando. I said, he's a star. And I got him on it was a Can't Even comedy show or something. And he went before me. He fucking lit it up. And then he, like, word got around town, and they started letting him on mics, letting him on shows, and he was just, you know when you see it.
Yeah. When
someone's got that it thing, it's hard to.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it at that level. I don't think I've ever seen somebody doing it for that short of a time and just.
The charisma of him is.
It's insane.
And that's why I worry about, not worry about him. Cam's a star. He's gonna be great at whatever the fuck he does. But his SNL shit. And the part about it's like I try to use this analogy with people because they're like, well, how do you think Cam's gonna do? And I go, Cam will be great at whatever he does. But like, it's like when the Denver Broncos drafted Tim Tebow. If they would have built an offense around Tim Tebow's skill set, he'd been fucking Hall of Famer probably, maybe. But that's not how the NFL works. But if going into SNL, if he immerses himself with them writers and really gets into that sketch shit. Because I mean, you're reading off a cue card, you're running lines. It's not just your stand up, the shit you say over with charisma. Like you got, there's factions of it that are very hard. You know, improv's different than stand up. It's fucking different. And so if he immerses himself and gets in, and those writers can unlock that shit in him, he's gonna be, what if he's the one that fucking resurrects fucking Saturday Night Live? Think about that. You're Mount Rushmore comedy. You do some shit like that.
Yeah, I think I see him being like a Pete Davidson type, where like even if he's not like in every sketch or anything, like he does great, you know, sets on the Weekend Update.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah. I think he'll do. I think he'll do great, and I think people will like him so much that like even if he's not a huge presence on the show, I think he's gonna be so famous.
Yeah,
he's already so like he doesn't need SNL. The thing about like a Pete Davidson is he was nobody, but like Cam is already a famous guy. He's the most famous person from that show ever. Like he has the most followers from that show.
Yeah, I mean that fucking. I'm not retarded, but I like rocks. I mean,
it's crazy, and it was off to the race. Yeah, it was done. It was done, and that was his first arena. That was like one of his first.
You want to hear some? You could relate to this with that stress shit.
Mm-hmm.
I watch Cam, and I'm never jealous of anybody. If I'm at the table, I want all the homies to eat. So I never looked at it as jealousy, but I have looked at it like, yo, that's supposed to be me. But when I got on, I didn't know shit about stand-up. So for a long time, I thought I'd burst my bubble and ruin my opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because I was given opportunities that I clearly wasn't ready for. And then that one time when I come back from Orlando, Tony's like, get here, you gotta get here. And I'm a hammer drunk taking mushrooms in the back. And I bring a bottle out on stage. I talk shit to Tony like I'm fucking drunk. And I'm like, that's when I was like, oh shit, I blew this.
Yeah,
I remember
going
home and like sit in the shower like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, and
I did see that one. I know which one you're talking about.
That's the one. That's the one that severed. And I was away from the show for a long time, and like I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I look back at it now, and like just the perseverance. Like, hey, and one day I was just like, I just got to get better at comedy, and I got to stop getting fucked up and treating this as a party. And so you grow with it, like anything, and now better now. But like I look at it, I'm like, damn, had I been that many years in where Cam was at, what if that could have been me? But then at the same time, if I'd have been thrust in that limelight like that and not had to go out on the road and do an hour when I had 5 minutes, I wouldn't have become a better comic. I just would have prolonged being shitty for even longer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that stress of being like, oh shit, like it's all gone. And that's why I get nervous with ticket sales. I'm like, yo, am I losing my step? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just, this stress shit don't go away, dude. So fucking lock in.
Yeah. I'll figure it out, man. I don't know. We'll see. Sink or swim, you know?
God damn it, that's a good jacket. Do you want to just take off your shirt and just wear your jacket and then do a Timmy monologue outlaw breaks?
Yeah, you want a Timmy monologue? What's up? How we doing? Let's do Timmy. Let's see what happens.
Plug your shit. Yeah, because we're at an hour. I don't want to keep you too long.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it flies.
Check me out,
Hey,
Timmy No
sit
Brakes.
up straight at least. I mean,
Be an adult.
no, I was hoping you were gonna go at me with it, but
Oh, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, Timmy No Brakes. Nice to be on this podcast. Thank you. And give me a follow and that.
where are you at? Where are you going? You gonna be?
Yeah, so I'm going to Philly to open for Tony Hinchcliffe. I think he might open for me, actually.
Yeah,
I think he's opening for me.
he's actually. Yeah.
I think that's how I'm going to open my set. Be like the fact
What
that
is on a Timmy No Brakes rider? What's on your rider?
nobody even said I could have a rider, but I'm assuming they know that it's got to be
Is it just like a
3 wet pussies,
Ooh.
2 cans of Coke because I crushed 2 Cokes. I don't do Coke, but because I stopped, but I like doing Coke. Feeling like I'm doing it. Vase of like a vase. Voss.
Yeah.
Of table salt.
Table salt.
So what I do is I like to sniff it, and I like to put it on my neck, and it kind of keeps me like energized. So I do that, and then I like to have a eucalyptus face mask for my cock, and then so I like just place that on my cock, and that gets me in like a good thing, and then icy hot for my asshole because that gives me like wakes me up.
Yeah.
And then Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
What's on your rider?
I just want a fucking rotisserie chicken from Boston Market. I want 4 of them.
Wait, what?
Yeah. One skinless, the other 3 skin on. Yeah.
How many do you eat?
4.
No.
4.
Damn, dude.
They come
Jesus
out,
Christ.
they-
How many calories is that?
The whole bird, about 1,600. Or 16,000. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it's a meal.
Wait. But you have 4 of them? You
Yeah,
eat 4 of them?
1 skinless, 3 skin on.
But you eat all 4 of them?
In 1 sitting, yes.
Wow. You're an absolute superstar.
We're out here, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
And
You're an inspiration to all the boys and girls out there.
Yeah, and then I have my Zippix Toothpicks. They're nicotine flavored toothpicks and a blue chew. Take it right before I go on stage.
So you get an erection right before you go on stage? You like to be hard on stage?
I think it jazzes me up. I don't really get erect on it like until it's time to get erect on it, but it does get that vascularity, that blood flowing.
Yeah, you know what I do? I come.
That don't make you tired.
No. So what happens, because I can come 4 times an hour if I'm jerking off on 4 separate occasions, and then I can time out when I come. So what I like to do is I like to, eat my Philly cheese. Then I put my dick in the second Philly cheese because it feels good.
Yeah.
Then I use that as lube because it's kind of cheesy. And I jerk off, come, go on stage, do, whatever, an hour, 2, Killers of Kill Tony, just, make it so nobody else can do time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do an hour and a half so that Tony will have 5 minutes. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin Tony's. I'm gonna ruin his show. He's gonna be like, "Wow, I'm really taking a risk with this Timmy No Brakes guy," and then I just go on and don't get off. David Lucas gets no time. Tony gets no time. I'm like, "Sorry, Tony, I thought I didn't see the light."
Yeah, no one lit me.
Yeah, nobody lit me.
Before we go, I do want just to dive into that because I think this is interesting. What is you and Tony's dynamic? Because after he's seen it working, obviously he's a genius when it comes to that comedy structure, dude. He knows how to push the buttons. He knows how to fucking puppeteer it all. What is because you came out on the Legends bucket at Madison Square.
As I should.
Yeah, as you should.
As I should.
But what is, these are big shoes here. But what is that? How is that dynamic with you and him? Do you have
Well, I think for him it's one thing. For me, it's another. For him, it's sexual because he's gay, and then for me, it's For me, what is it for me? For me, it's
it's charity.
That's honestly how it feels. So every time I come on the show, I'm just doing you a favor. But yeah, the chemistry, there's chemistry there, which sounds gay, but
because I have noticed because he ringleads it all. He plays softball with you. He can throw you some underhand pitches, and if he cues you up and you knock it out, and he's so good at it.
To his credit, so if you watch the MSG one, which I mean, come on, that was the best anybody's ever done at MSG. He said he likes the D, and I think he's so good that he said that to set me up to say the obvious thing where it's no, you like the D. Boom,
wow. He's such a goddamn he's
yeah. To his credit,
to that shit, man.
To his credit, the first time, he wasn't really helping me, and that's fine.
But I think you need it because he saw you dig, and motherfucker, you were digging.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you were. Oh man, when you told him, I'm watching you over the railing, and you go, I'm a fucking guest here. What do you? And dude, I go, oh shit, here he goes. Here he goes.
Everybody afterwards, breaking character, everybody afterwards was like, dude, this is going to blow up. And I'm like, really? My minute bombed, which I kind of thought was going to happen. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Is it going to happen? But yeah, it's been, let me tell you, man, I've been on 3 times as Timmy No Brakes, and it's been a wild ride. I'm going to be okay. But I just got to get through this discomfort period.
You're still finding your footing, man.
Yeah, I'm still finding my footing. I want to, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna establish myself as a human being, not just one character.
Did you meet Dice Clay at Madison Square?
No, was he there?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, I think he would.
Do you think he knows who you are? He has to know who you are.
Yeah, so I talked to Tony about it because genuinely, okay, one thing we probably should talk about before I get out of here is people's perception of am I stealing his thing, all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, my perspective is I'm absolutely not.
I think
if it was,
homage.
Yeah, I think like at worst it's a parody of him, but I also have the philosophy of like the guy doesn't own, you know, having a leather jacket and a New Jersey accent. You know, the Fonz, there's all these other there's this guy Lil Mo Mozzarella, this is what people are like from there. And I'm sure subconsciously Dice informed it more than I meant for it to or whatever. But like there's nothing about what I'm doing. Like it's like anti-comedy. It's like I'm making fun of stand-up. You know? There's nothing. I'm not doing nursery rhymes. I'm not doing like there's nothing that guy does that I'm doing in any way. So I personally, you know, it's a bummer when people think I'm ripping it off, because I genuinely think I'm not. But obviously the voice is similar, the attitude is similar. I get that.
And now you're doing the Rosa Parquet based off of George Lopez.
So yeah, so that's
no big deal.
So Rosa Parquet is a new character I'm working on. So George Lopez to me is my favorite comic. George Lopez is incredible. I don't know if you've ever seen him on a microphone. I don't know if you've seen his his new special.
Yeah.
You watch it, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna quit. You know, I've never felt like, because there's no way to do better than that. He's the pinnacle of comedy. I see him do that. I'm like, God damn, what am I doing? So it's a little bit based on George Lopez. It's a little bit based on Dane Cook, my favorite comic. It's a little bit based off this open micer named R.J. Simpson. And that guy, you know, what that guy does is he just goes up, says the N-word. He's a white guy. And so that's what inspires me to do these like very racially charged, you know, this name coming out. I'm Rosa Parquet. You know, that's going to change comedy.
Yeah. Like
coming out as I'm a white guy playing a Mexican guy named Rosa Parquet. Comedy will never be the same.
No. You're a fucking trailblazer, Timmy No Brakes, and we
so are you.
We appreciate you being on. Y'all give him a fucking follow. Check him out. He's on an open mic fucking tour all around the country. He's opening for Tony's everywhere. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. Y'all give it up for Timmy No Brakes. And
suck my dick.
That's it. I'm Uncle Lazer. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Drunk Uncle. Make sure to get your cat spaded and neutered. Shout out Bob Barker.